book lovers, it's G here, and I got more books to haul. Now, before I get the comments rolling in about it, yes, the background sound, I will acknowledge, that just so happens to be cockatoos. They were louder 5 to 10 minutes ago. They're starting to die down. There's a part of the day where they do leave. Unfortunately, this is the only part of the day each morning that I can film at before going to the office. No one here on my street sleeps in. I don't know why the cockatoos decide at a specific time of the day that they're just gonna dwell around this area and they're just gonna gawk and everything in the morning, but yeah, they're pretty much nature's alarm clock. Some people have roosters and some people have cockatoos that actually will not stop for a good hour or two. Here is a book haul. I have multiple book hauls that I need to do to catch up upon the books that I have hauled within a certain time period. Some of these were accumulated in 2025 and some of them were accumulated in 2026. I decided to make it a mix. Sometimes people favor going in chronological order. I personally like to do series and chunks where possible in order to save time, because if I was to do like single book or single book and single book and single book, then we could be here for longer. So I try to do chunks where I can, and a bunch of these are in chunks. Whether it comes down to series or author, you're gonna see. The first two books I have to mention in this haul today are Bride and Mate, the very beautiful Afterlight exclusive editions, and I also just so happened to purchase the add-on exclusive dust jackets, and they are very beautiful. I'm going to show you guys the pages as well. These are so cute. These are in B format hardback. I think they're the shortest books on the stack. Like, even that one Fay Crate book underneath these two on the whole stack isn't as short as these two are. I also need to go through the features as well. Oh, okay, so we've got some art on the other side, so I'm just going to show you guys that spread. It's very pretty. I do love the customization that Afterlight decided to do. Here we've got a beautiful naked hardback. I love the foiling so much. The detail is so beautiful. And then here we've got some end page art as well. Once more, another gorgeous feature. I am loving, actually, oh my goodness, I need to acknowledge this. I just got my nails done on the weekend and my nails kind of match that. I love it. Love how the sparkles go well with it. Funnily enough, I was actually editing a video recently of when I was doing an unboxing and I just got my nails done green, like the last nails that I painted, and I said every single time I get my nails done, I feel like I call in a new special edition that matches those nails, and we just so happen to have that with Bride. And of course, the second book in the set being Mate. I'm gonna show you guys that spread. It is so pretty. I'm also loving this dark green vibe that we got going on as well. This book is definitely giving more like woodsy vibes, like cabin in the woods vibes, and I'm digging it. I do love myself a good cabin in the woods story. I mean, I'm not a big fan of horror. I like the cozy type of cabin in the woods story, you know? I love the foiling on this naked hardback, and then I need to show you guys the other end page art piece that we got on the other side as well. Look at them. This is a werewolf love story, and I'm digging it. I love fated mates trope, so I know I'm going to enjoy this book. And yes, I mentioned that there was a Fay Crate book at the top of the stack, or really just below the Bride set. Here we have A Curse of Shadow and Thorns by LJ Andrews. I actually have a LJ Andrews stack right here that I'm just about to show off, and this just so happens to be one of two special editions I have of this book. This was actually the first one I got a year ago. In fact, I like to refer to my drunk Fay Crate unboxing. I still have not posted that. I only recently found the footage and I am kind of scared to edit it. I don't know if anybody would be interested in seeing it, considering that I have hauled almost every single book in that unboxing already. However, I feel like one day I might just post it, but I feel like I'm gonna have like sober commentary while I show the drunk footage as well. I do remember being conscious during that unboxing. In fact, conscious enough to remember that I got number 1 out of 850 signed copies of this book. I got so excited. So this was actually an event exclusive. I'm trying to remember what event it was. It was a long time ago since I purchased this book, but pretty much I've had this book for a year. I have not hauled it for a year. I was waiting for a bunch of LJ Andrews books to haul, to like include them into one haul, because I knew I had books on the way that I was going to need to haul one day. And yeah, I mean, I do have a stack of books from LJ Andrews that I do need to haul today, so this is perfect. So yeah, I waited to include it in this bunch so it did not get lonely only, but this is so gorgeous. It's so pretty. I am so happy that I have this. I've actually wanted to read this book, or this series really, the most out of LJ Andrews, because this right here just so happens to be a Beauty and the Beast reimagining, and if you guys have watched me for a while, then you would know how I get with Beauty and the Beast. This naked hardback is so pretty. I really hope that Fay Crate continue on with this series, because I know that this was an event exclusive edition. I really wanted a special edition of this book. I did not know that another book box that I trusted so much was gonna do a very beautiful special edition of this book as well, but they just so happened to do it. And out of all book boxes, it just so happened to be Bookish and Spice, an Australian book subscription service that specializes in gorgeous special edition books. Look at this beautiful edition of A Curse of Shadow and Thorns. It's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. I need to go through these features. I love the quote on the back that says, "I am forever changed knowing you." It's interesting because here we've got like a dark green forest aesthetic, and then here we've got something different. We got something that's more floral, but then if you look at the reverse dust jacket, it's definitely giving more Viking vibes. I love this so much. I mean, look at this reverse dust jacket. I still have not flipped it over, and I think I am actually going to flip it over. I love that side so much, but I also love this side so much. I'm actually gonna do that now while I remember, because oh my goodness, this art is gorgeous. And I am so happy that Bookish and Spice decided to foil both sides, because this art piece deserves to be displayed, and I do love my foiling. Usually I'm more likely to keep it on the foiled side. And I mean, the fact that both sides are foiled definitely gives me some good options. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. This is so gorgeous. I need to actually go through the other features. The end page art is stunning. And so is the naked hardback. The naked hardback, I actually prematurely put the dust jacket on because I need to show you guys that spread. Look at that spread, it's gorgeous. And then I need to show you guys this art. This special edition is spectacular. I am so happy with the special edition. Am I still happy that I got the Fay Crate exclusive edition? Absolutely. I got #1. I got #1! I've technically only read one book by LJ Andrews. I know I'm hauling a few, but I have read The Ever King, and I loved The Ever King so much, to the point where, like, after I read it, I knew immediately LJ Andrews was one of my favorite authors ever. Like, I loved that book so much. It got me out of a romantasy reading slump. Anyway, I'm talking about that book before I actually talk about it here in the haul. Here I have the Everseas series, this very beautiful box set. And yes, I'm well aware that I have mentioned this box set a few times on my channel. I did talk about it when I unboxed it initially, and I did talk about it in my best special editions of 2025 series. I believe I got it in 2025. It seriously feels like so long ago, because I believe I purchased this series in 2024 and then I received it in early 2025. But what matters right now is that this is the first time I'm bringing it up in a haul. I mean, it better be, because that's what book hauls are for. I'm like showing off the new books I got, you know? This box set is gorgeous. I am still seeing people search for this box set, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I don't want to let go of mine, because this is just so gorgeous. This is, I believe, the second set that I have of this series. I could collect more. If Bookish and Spice did a set of this series, you know I would be jumping onto it. But I do have the Arcane Society exclusive edition set. I'm not gonna lie though, this set is my favorite out of the two. I mean, the slipcase is amazing, but I need to show you guys these covers, because these covers, wowie, wowie. Like, look at them. I love the color palette used. I love the blues, the oranges, the yellows, the golds, everything. Oh my goodness. This is so pretty. Anyway, so what I was mentioning earlier is that this book, The Ever King, got me out of a massive, like, romantasy reading slump. Like, I was trying to get into romantasy stories, and I wasn't sure what to invest myself in, and so I thought, okay, well, I'm just gonna give a few things a try. Nothing worked, or nothing sticked at the time, and then this book, it stuck. I still think about this book to this day. This book has actually inspired me to write. I am thinking about making a video on the books that actually inspired me to start writing. I'm not sure if anybody might be interested in that. I have been considering this as an Instagram carousel for a while, but if you're interested in seeing a video about that, do let me know in the comments, because I would love to make it. But this book is definitely one of them, LJ Andrews. Even though this is the only book I've read from them, they really inspired me with this book. I love the Ever King so much. I would highly recommend the story, and I cannot wait to read the Ever Queen. It has been a few years, oh my goodness, but I know I'm gonna love it. And just when you think it doesn't get better from here, oh, it gets better from here. Look at those edges together. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to let the camera adjust to that because whoa. Whoa. And I'm pretty sure we have some end page art as well. So we got, oh, look at them together. Every single time I see the ship, I swoon because, oh boy, like that introduction, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. I love the art. And now I need to show you guys the art in the Ever Queen. Look at them two together again. And then here in the second. Oh, that's so pretty. This makes me so happy. They make me so happy. This series makes me so happy. Overall, I am very pleased with the set. It has been a while since I received it, but I don't care. I need to sing its praises once more. And the last LJ Andrews book in the stack. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I felt like my makeup undid with that. I'm not sure. It's either that or I just cried. Here we have Broken Souls and Bones by LJ Andrews. This is a Fairyloot exclusive edition. I actually received this, I believe, in my May Fairyloot of 2025. And once more, I've just been waiting for another LJ Andrews book to make the stack, and honestly, everything kind of just led up to me waiting for the very beautiful Bookish and Spice exclusive edition of Curse of Shadow and Thorns. Because before that time, I took a break from book hauling. But here we have another LJ Andrews book that I am very much looking forward to reading. Here we've got some gorgeous edges as well. Yeah, this is a very beautiful Fairyloot special edition. I think I liked the original cover. I mean, the original cover is on the other side. I think I just wanted to see more character art on this cover, but I'm still grateful that I have it because it's an LJ Andrews special edition, and you know me with special editions and with LJ Andrews. Here we've got some gorgeous end paper art. We've got the reverse dust jacket. The reverse dust jacket just so happens to be a variation of the original cover with a changed colorway, and that changed colorway is purple, and I love, absolutely adore what they did with this naked hardback. I am going to remove this dust jacket so I can show you guys the spread because they foiled both sides. They foiled both sides, and it's so detailed. It is so pretty. I might not be the biggest fan of the dust jacket on both sides. However, this definitely makes it for me. This and the edges. Like, I love the edges. Like, I need to show you guys that again. Look at that. Look at that. We've got another end page art piece, and I love this end page art piece so much. I love the combination of blue and orange. Oh my goodness, it's so... Oh, it reminds me of the Bookish Box Everseas covers. That's the vibes it's giving me, and I'm loving those vibes. I really am. It's been some time since I've looked at this. And then here, oh boy, okay. So here we've got Broken Souls and Bones on the spine within a different font, and I reckon that's very creative. Overall, I'm very grateful that I do have a special edition of this book. And as mentioned before, I'm also very grateful that I have some very beautiful special editions of LJ Andrews books in general, and I will definitely continue to collect. I really hope that Fate Crate and Bookish and Spice do continue on with the Curse of Shadow and Thorns series because I've wanted that series in hardback for some time. I know that the series is a long one, but I'm counting on you both. And speaking of Fairyloot, I have two very beautiful, no, they're not both Fairyloot special editions. Well, technically, they are with Fairyloot's publishing company, Wayward, which I believe is ran by Fairyloot. I just know that Fairyloot has some sort of ownership over the very beautiful publishing company and their books. Here, I have King of Ravens by Claire Sager. This one being the Fairyloot special edition, and this one being the Waterstones exclusive edition. I needed to get this because when I saw these edges and when I saw this cover, I just love how floral this cover is. I just knew that I needed to grab it. So here I'm gonna go through the Fairyloot features because this is gorgeous. When I first saw this cover, I was not a big fan of it because honestly, I really love this cover, and a big reason why I love this cover once more is because of the florals that surround the raven that we got going on here. Like, I just love the combination of the pink florals and the blue background, but here we just got like a completely blue cover, and like I do like this, but at first I was like, oh, I I've seen this before, but the more I looked at it, the more I fell in love with it, and there are so many other features to fall in love with, like these edges are very pretty. And then I need to show you guys the gorgeous end paper art. Look at that. I love that Fairyloot now foil their end papers because it just enhances the experience. And I love this naked hardback so much. This naked hardback was the selling point for me. As soon as I saw this, I immediately fell in love with this very beautiful special edition. It is gorgeous. Look at that foiling, look at that art piece. He just looks very familiar to me. Those golden eyes just kind of remind me of my main male character. When I look at him, I'm just like, oh, is that you? Is that you? But no, you just so happen to be the king of ravens. I'm loving the foiling as well. The foiling really pops. And then here we've got an alternative version of the original cover. And I don't love this one as much because I mentioned that I really loved the pink florals. In fact, actually, no. This is not the original cover. It's like a style of the original cover, but it's not the original cover. The bird looks a bit more tame. I do like the variation, the creativity of that, but I do love that one for reasons that I mentioned. And I love, absolutely adore this end paper art. Look at that. Look at them. Look at that foiling. Oh my goodness. It is so beautiful. I am so impressed. And now I need to show you this very beautiful Waterstones exclusive edition. If I did not get this Waterstones exclusive edition, I would have been really sad because I really love this original cover. I really do. It does not have as many features as the Fairyloot special edition, but it's still very pretty. I mean, look at those edges. I adore the pink in contrast with the black, and I also love how it goes with the floral cover as well. I don't think we've got much else. Oh, actually we do. I totally forgot that we had foiling on the naked hardback, but we got this on the end pages, and I love, just absolutely adore that. I love that this is a continuation. And then we've got a little raven plastered on the front of the naked hardback, and it is in pink foiling, so it matches the pink vibes very well. I know that pink isn't necessarily the vibe that you would get for a book about ravens, or like the king of ravens rather, but I just really like the style. I think that it's very pretty overall. I needed to grab it. I don't know, it just really called to my feminine side. That's why I needed it. The Fairyloot one is definitely a bit more masculine, you know, like more blue, and then this one is definitely more pink. I mean, yeah, technically these can be whatever they want to be, but these two technically call toward both sides of the spectrum for me, you know? And once more, speaking of Fairyloot and Waterstones, I have the Fairyloot and Waterstones exclusive editions of Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. Now, I felt like I really needed this one because as soon as I saw this on the Waterstones website, I looked at these pages and I knew that this needed to be mine. This one sold out like hotcakes, so I'm happy that I got in really early for this one. And I was actually also considering canceling this order because I found out that this was coming in a Fairyloot subscription. I also recently found out that this book is also coming in monthly Bookish Box because apparently this book is very well loved. I am hearing nothing but great things about this book. When this book dropped on KU, I was hearing people scream about this book. Everybody go read it, everybody go read it. It is so different. And so when I found out that it got traditionally published, I immediately purchased the Waterstones exclusive edition. I'm trying to remember, yes, there are features in this one. So here we have some beautiful decorative end pages, but I love that we've got a foiled quote here. I love this. We have a stem-worthy blue going on here. I love it so much. Metal must burn before it becomes a blade. Very important to note. And then here we've got some more of that blue foiling, and it continues on the back. It's stem-worthy. That's very stem-worthy. I love this. I love the edges as well. I did also pre-order Light Wielder in both editions. I cannot wait to see both editions. Yeah, overall a very beautiful special edition, but now I need to show you Metal Slinger. I was confused at first because I thought the protagonist was female, but she just so happens to be on the Light Wielder cover. I'm guessing that she is the Light Wielder, and this right here is the Metal Slinger, so it definitely does make sense for him to be on the front cover here if he is the Metal Slinger. It is a very beautiful cover. It took me a moment to adjust to it because I do like this original cover. I do like the style of it. I do love the edges. I especially love the edges. The edges are definitely the best part in my personal opinion, but then we got these edges here, this purple design. Overall, I was a little bit nervous about it, but the more I look at it, the more I love it, and I'm actually just really happy that I have both editions because both editions are very pretty. I love the stem-worthy blue. I love the Stimorphy blue. Then we've got some more features. We've got this end page art with the characters on here. I'm loving the foiling as well as always. And then we've got this beautiful naked hardback. I need to show you guys the design. Actually, before I do, here is a variation of the original cover. It's very pretty, but I mean, you know, I do like the original with the pages. Now I need to show you guys the spread of this naked hardback because it needs to be seen. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. And then I need to show you guys the other side as well. We have some more end page art, more foiling. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this butterfly design. Yeah, overall, I'm very impressed with this. We're gonna go ahead with some more Fairyloot. Here we have this gorgeous duet by Cake Song. It is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the first book being The Night Ends with Fire, and the second book being The Dragon Wakes with Thunder, and I love this so much. I featured this in my final part of my best special editions of 2025. It's so gorgeous, and I was hoping and praying that this book would show up on time, and it did. They did not disappoint me with this. I love this edge design. I love this cover. I mean, look at that. Fairyloot absolutely knocked it out of the park with this. I actually initially was planning to skip this box because sometimes I do that. I skip the boxes when I have not heard anything about the book. I think I was either running out of skips or I just wanted to save my skips, so I decided to renew, and I am so happy that I did renew because what? You're telling me that this was a monthly book pick? It's so pretty. It is definitely one of the best monthly book picks I've ever received from them. The back of the book says, never trust a dragon. I mean, some dragons might just be more trustworthy than others. I don't know. And another reason why I'm also relieved that I got this series is because not too far long after I received the first book, did I start writing my own series, and I have been very fascinated in dragons and phoenixes, and this series over here just so happens to feature dragons and phoenixes. So honestly, I'm so pleased. It was like a sign from the universe, honestly. Like, just renew for this book series. Don't worry, you are going to be pleasantly surprised. I am loving this naked hardback so much. The fiery hues and everything, and what do you know, on the back we have a phoenix. Oh, I'm so happy about that. We've got a variation of the original cover, but I have to say that this variation is probably one of the best variations I've seen. I mean, there wouldn't be that many variations of the original cover. What am I saying? I adore this variation so much, and if I did not love this one already, I would be flipping it over because, wowee, it's so gorgeous. It's almost like I'm distracted by the fact that it is not foiled because it is that pretty. And then we have the second book in the series, The Dragon Wakes with Thunder, and those edges. Here we've got a quote on the back that says, the spirits demand blood. And then here we've got a very beautiful end page art piece with these two. Oh, I might have forgotten to show the end page art piece on the back of The Night Ends with Fire. I don't know. Why did I miss out on this? Why did I miss out on it? Look at that. And I just remember seeing just how much the male character serves in this picture. I mean, he is serving. So pretty. I also love the foiling as well. Here we have more gorgeous end pages. We've got a gorgeous naked hardback. I'm loving the green, and I especially love the fact that we have a turtle on the back. It's so cute. Look at the little turtle. And then here we've got the variation of the original cover, The Dragon Wakes with Thunder. That illustration is gorgeous. Those colors are gorgeous. Oh my goodness, this special edition is magnificent. And then we've got another very beautiful end page art piece that deserves to be adored. I adore it so much. I want to see more monthly book picks like that. Fairyloot, please, please, thank you. And right now, I'm going to take a break from Fairyloot and bring up one of my favorite book subscription services again, Bookish and Spice, to show off the Thorns duet by Rena Kent. And as you guys can see here, I have the very beautiful reverse dust jackets on display, and I love the reverse dust jackets. The original dust jackets actually look like this. It's like a very pretty design. I do like them. I also love the foiling, but I prefer the reverse dust jackets, especially because of just how much foiling is on this reverse side. We've got some gorgeous end pages. In fact, the end pages sometimes get a little bit frisky. I'm not gonna lie. I think at the end of this book, there's one that's really, yeah, this one's pretty frisky. This one, every single time I look at this one, I'm like, yeah, okay, that one definitely looks a bit frisky. And to top it all off, the quotes on these special editions, yeah, they get a bit freaky. So like this one, for example, I'm the beast and she's the toy. I am the monster and she's the prey. Like, yeah. Okay, I need to fan myself out. I swear that I'm not sweating due to these special editions. It's just summer here. Here we've got the very beautiful naked hardback. I love how the gold stands out. I mean, look at that. It is so pretty. You know what? As I open the book, I see the internal formatting as well, and that is very pretty too. And the second book in the duet being Black Thorns, I actually featured this in 2 videos previously, the unboxing and my best special editions series. I believe I also featured this set in my final part of the series. Look at that full spread with the foiling, with the illustrations, everything. Now I need to show you guys the original dust jacket as well, so you guys can see. It has a very similar design to the first one, and so does this naked hardback. I need to show you guys the naked hardback because, like, wowie. I'm saying wowie a lot. I had the song Maui Wowie stuck on my head yesterday. My Maui Wowie. My Maui Wow. I cannot get copyright striked. And look, the quote on the back says, "We are two screwed up souls who recognize each other in the darkness." I mean, yeah, they're very messed up. I mean, if you look at the end pages, not this end page art piece, but like the back end page art piece, like it looks like they're in an insane facility. So I don't know. I feel like the shoe fits with them. Yeah, overall, it's a very beautiful set. Bookish and Spice, once more, showed up with the quality. Also, the edge design looks quite similar to the covers as well on both books. And moving right along to another Bookish and Spice set. Here, I have the Redthorn duet by Lauren Jackson. This dust jacket is quite loose. But that seems to be the only complaint I have about this. Like, it's so loose. But, I mean, you guys can see that naked hardback easily. I mean, it's so pretty. I love this naked hardback. I love the dust jacket as well. Love these edges. Just love how purple this beautiful special edition is. I'm just going to turn my brightness down so you guys can actually look at it properly. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I love the foiling and everything. Love the foiling on both the very beautiful special editions. Here I have a signed book plate by Lauren. I think I'm actually going to put it in the book. I initially held off from sticking it inside the book because I thought that Lauren was coming to Babe, but they just so happened to cancel their appearance. But I mean, at least regardless, I have a signature from the author. I am loving this reverse dust jacket. I'm tempted to flip it over because of just how pretty that art is, but I also very much like the foiling. I usually go for the foiled option. Here I've also got another very beautiful end page art piece. Yeah, overall I'm very impressed. So this one actually came in a subscription box. This was my first ever fantasy romance subscription box pick from Bookish and Spice. I did purchase their other 2 previous book picks before this one separately, and then they just so happened to open the sequel for pre-order, and I am loving how the sequel turned out. This is Live For Me. I love this red. It is so pretty. Look at those gorgeous stenciled edges. I also have to show you guys the other features. We got some more gorgeous end page art. Look at that. We're having Bookish and Spice live up to their name with a little bit of spice there. We've got a naked hardback that is also pretty and foiled. And then we have a reverse dust jacket that is also very much pretty. It is not foiled, but it is very pretty. And honestly, that is the main reason why I have not flipped them over yet, but I do like the contemporary paranormal-esque feel that they give. And then finally, we've got another end page art piece in this beautiful special edition. Overall, I'm quite impressed by this set. I believe I featured this set in my best special editions of 2025. I was just about to say 2026. It is 2026 now. I was almost considering adding them to my best special editions of 2026, thinking I haven't added them to my 2025 series, but I did, just in the nick of time. Next up in this haul, it's about time that I brought up these 3 books. In fact, I actually waited to feature the Lady of Darkness, or at least the second part of the Lady of Darkness series by the Arcane Society in a book haul, because I kind of have another part of the Lady of Darkness series, but from another book box. But before we get to that one, we're gonna show off the very beautiful Arcane Society exclusive editions. And I just so happen to be holding books 3 to 5, and these books are thick. They're thick with 2 C's. Oh my goodness, it's so heavy. I love this cover so much. So here we have Lady of Ashes. I'm loving that holographic foiling. What I do love about the set specifically is the holographic foiling. I mean, there are so many things I like about the set, but I think my favorite feature of them all is the holographic foiling. And here we also have a gorgeous stenciled edge, and I need to show you guys the rest of the features. I absolutely adore the end page art on this set as well. I personally really wanted a set with character art, and I mean, we're gonna get to another set with character art in a moment, but at least the Arcane Society set includes gorgeous end page art. And here we've got a gorgeous naked hardback. I love the naked hardback so much. I actually don't know which way I want to display it more, because I love how clear the title is, as well as like this illustration, and having another option for holographic foiling, but at the same time, I really do appreciate the main dust jacket, because I mean, that illustration is also very pretty. Book number 4 in the series is Lady of Embers, and I'm loving this green. I'm also loving the holographic foiling. There's so much holographic foiling on this set. It is ridiculous, but ridiculous in like the best way possible. I don't know, I personally really like it. Here we've also got a very beautiful stenciled edge, and then I need to show you guys more end page art as well. Very pretty stuff, very gorgeous stuff. And then we got this gorgeous naked hardback, and I'm loving the green on this naked hardback. I think I prefer the green on the naked hardback personally over the one on the main dust jacket. But either way, I appreciate both. And last but certainly not least, in this set, we have Lady of Starfire. And I like to say this every single time. This is like a mustardy color. I mean, it's surrounded by mustard, but we've got some blue in between. I really do like this. I kind of wish that every single book in the set had like a dual color situation, but that is totally fine. That's okay. I still appreciate all the rest of the dust jackets, but I especially appreciate this one, and I need to show you guys the other features, like the gorgeous stenciled edges over here, and then we've got some end page art of these two, and they're looking absolutely spectacular, as well as the naked hardback, which is also given a lot of mustard, a lot of Starfire, a lot of mustard, a lot of holographic foiling. But as I mentioned, that is not the only set that I have to show off of the series. I have the first 3 books in the gorgeous Fairyloot set. Oh my goodness, they are so pretty. They are so different from my Arcane Society set as well. I was tempted to get the Bookish Box exclusive edition set, but the Bookish Box exclusive edition set was exclusive to US and Canada customers only. I could have gotten it from a freight forwarder, and I mean, that set was very tempting to do so, but I thought I would save a good buck. And I'm not gonna lie, even though the Bookish Box exclusive edition set is pretty, I could live without it. With these books, however, I actually really like them. Look at the pages. Look how gorgeous those edges are. They are spectacular. Yes, I like the Arcane Society edges, but I just love the blues and the pink. Overall, the thing that I love about the set the most is that it is so different from every other variation of this series I've seen because of the color palette. It's so different. Okay, so here we have Lady of Darkness. I love the blues, the purples, the pinks. I love this illustration of the 2 main characters. I personally wanted character art on the main cover. We got character art on the main cover. We also have some more art options as well. I need to show you guys the gorgeous end pages with these 3 main characters. Here we also have some foiling on the border of the end pages, and then we have foiling on both sides of the naked hardback. I just love how this pops. No, this is not holographic foiling. I love holographic foiling, and yes, I'll usually prefer holographic foiling, but the fact that this silver foiling pops just warms my heart, honestly. And on both sides too, like, it's incredible. The next book in the series is Lady of Shadows. I love how more pinkish and purplish this one is, especially because the next one is a bit different. So it's got some good variation. We've got a fiery crown up there as well. Very gorgeous illustration with these 2. Very nice illustration on the pages as well. I think the first book in the series has blue pages. This one has like more purple and pink pages. I'm loving that variation. Here we've got a gorgeous illustration of these 2 characters. They're so pretty together. And then I need to show you guys this naked hardback. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. And then here we've got some more foiling continuing on the back as well. I am so impressed by this set. At first, I was like, okay, I need to get it because of FOMO. And then when it was coming, I'm like, oh, you know, I guess I'm gonna like that for my shelf. Then I see it in person, I'm like, wow. Probably have to say I might like it better than the Arcane Society set. I hate saying that because the Arcane Society have the best quality. Like, if you feel the Arcane Society set compared to the Fairyloot set, you're gonna notice the difference in quality. Like, this definitely feels a bit more mass market. I think it's because Fairyloot do work with printers that do work with publishers, whereas the Arcane Society usually goes with the best of the best. However, in terms of design, I'm kind of leaning toward this set. And the last book in the set so far, because obviously this is a 5-book series and the other 2 books are yet to come from Fairyloot, we have Lady of Ashes, and this one is just a straight out blue cover, and I'm loving it. I really am. And then here we've got some gorgeous edges as well. Then I'm going to show you guys more features. We've got some side characters here on the foiled end pages, and then finally we've got the gorgeous naked hardback that is foiled on both sides. I'm just loving that foiled design so much. Yeah, overall I'm very impressed. I'm so happy that I did have the option to purchase this series from Fairyloot. Initially, the Arcane Society set was gonna be the only set. No, I'm actually lying about that. I was planning to purchase the Bookish Box exclusive edition set. Before they announced it was US and Canada only, they were teasing the series for years, and it finally happened. Unfortunately, the whole region lock thing made it way too expensive. Like, I would have had to pay $500 for that set, so I decided I could live without it, but I'm happy that Fairyloot showed up. They came up with a set. I'm very content with how it turned out. But speaking of the Bookish Box, I have 2 books by Darkly by the Bookish Box that I need to feature in this video today. I have Booted and I have Buckled. This is Booted, right? Sorry, my dyslexia almost got the better of me. And I needed to collect them because I have book 1 and I wanted to finish my collection. I technically have 2 sets of this series already because I actually got the first set from another subscription that has recently shut down. They were an Australian subscription that shut down. There's your hint. The first book within this series just so happened to be a monthly book pick of that subscription, and the first book of the series just so happened to be a monthly book pick of the Darkly subscription as well. So yeah, naturally I had to collect the rest of the series, and I have it, and I do like the concept of these covers. Here we've got some quotes on the printed edges. This one says, "For her, I will off again." And then this one right here says, "I protect what's mine." Okay, that one feels a little bit more wholesome. And then we got some more quotes here on the end pages. I am just gonna speed run through this. More because my dyslexia. Here we've got the naked hardback, and I'm loving this blue. I'm also loving that foiling. The foiling on these naked hardbacks is exquisite in my personal opinion. I think it's my favorite feature of this set. And then here we've got a reverse dust jacket for those who are wanting a reverse dust jacket option. And then over here we have Buckled. I've already read those pages. Now I'm going to show you guys just like what the end page design looks like here, as well as the gorgeous naked hardback with the foiling. Loving the foiling as always. And then we've got the gorgeous reverse dust jacket for those who are wanting that option as well. I have been tempted to flip them over, but I do like the blocked lettering that we got going on here. I don't know, maybe at one point I might flip this set over, who knows. But I do just so happen to primarily display them from the pages because they match the rest of my colorful books. And next up, we're gonna talk about an author that everyone is telling me to read, and I am currently not reading at the moment because I am too nervous to at this time. Alright, let me explain. I have a few books by Rachel Gillig on my TBR, including these 2 very gorgeous special editions of The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. This is actually not the book that I am the most intimidated to read by Rachel Gillig. I actually can see myself reading this book first and foremost. Not just because I've heard great things about it. I am thoroughly intrigued by what Rachel Gillig writes. Very much my thing, definitely. But of course you might be wondering, why do I have 2 editions of this book if I've never read anything by them? This is the Bad Woman Books gorgeous exclusive edition. We have a very beautiful customized dust jacket illustration. Let me show you guys the spread because you guys need to see it. Like, it's very pretty, very beautiful. Yeah, there we go. And then we've got some gorgeous edges. This is actually just like a standard hardback, but with painted edges and a new dust jacket. Now, I actually jumped onto the waitlist of the Bad Woman Books subscription service because I wanted their gorgeous, very beautiful special edition of Fall of Ruin and Wrath, and I had just so happened to miss it. And the next renewal was The Night and the Moth. And I mean, I did already have this book, but I decided to jump onto it. I mean, initially, I also considered using this as a trade item, and I offered it as a trade for a very beautiful Fairyloot special edition of Fall of Ruin and Wrath, and just so turns out the person who was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'll take the trade," was like, "Hey, so I don't need the trade anymore, but I'm willing to sell my Fairyloot special edition of Fall of Ruin and Wrath," so I thought, okay, why not? And now I'm stuck with this copy. I mean, it's very pretty, it's gorgeous, but like, for 135 Australian dollars, was it worth that price? I wouldn't say it was worth that price, but I paid it anyway because the shipping was just as much as the book. I don't understand that, but okay. So in terms of Batwoman books, I am considering actually unsubscribing to them. I did renew for another one of their boxes because I did like what I saw with one of their designs, but you know, there was that. And with the gorgeous Fairyloot special edition, I got this in my Fairyloot box. There isn't really much else to say about that. I don't love the cover as much. I more like the other features. Like, I really do like these edges. They're so gorgeous. I think a big reason why I was like 50-50 about this cover is because I did like the original cover. I actually pre-ordered the Waterstones exclusive edition of this book, but it got lost in transit, which really sucks. It really sucks. It got lost in transit. I did get a refund, but unfortunately, I do not have a Waterstones exclusive edition. That is okay though, because I do actually have a dust jacket for the original cover that ended up coming with the Night and the Moth Batwoman books special edition. But yeah, I have the Fairyloot special edition, and it's still kind of growing on me. Like, I do personally like the colors. The illustration, I'm still just kind of getting used to. And then here we've got the gorgeous end page art. It's so pretty, so pretty. I'm hearing so many great things about this book. Here we got the naked hardback. I don't look at this naked hardback enough. I just realized I don't look at this naked hardback enough. It is very pretty. It's very gorgeous. And then we've got a reverse dust jacket with the original illustration. Not really illustration, it is a modeled cover. And then here we've got another illustration. I am seeing so many romantic memes of this book. It is not even funny. Like, I'm so excited to read it. Now, a big reason why I am intimidated to read Rachel Gillig is actually because of this series right here. Here I have the Shepherd King by Rachel Gillig in the Merry Christmas wrapping. So I actually purchased these from my friend Allison, who just so happens to be the founder of Novelist Box. I actually purchased this from them when they were doing markets here in Sydney. And I personally really wanted this special edition set because look at how gorgeous they are. They are so pretty. I am reluctant to take them out. Oh my goodness, this will be the first time I'm actually taking them out of the wrapping. I don't want to because she wrapped them so well. Okay, I'm gonna have to. This is so, okay. I've been displaying them on my shelves like this for a few months, honestly, because this goes so well with the series. Like, these are Christmassy colors. They are gorgeous Christmassy colors. So here we've got One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I also love the edge printing so much. So these are the publisher exclusive edition. They feel so good. Like, in terms of quality, they feel amazing. We've got some end page art there as well that I didn't notice the first time. I mean, I didn't because I kept it wrapped up. Oh my goodness. And in here we've got a gorgeous little foil piece that says the girl, the king, and the monster they became. And the second and final book in the series, Two Twisted Crowns, we've got another end page art piece, which is so twisted. It's so haunted. I love it. Twisted crowns, twisted everything. Be wary, be clever, be good, the foiling says. Okay, so why am I intimidated to pick the series up? The big reason why I am intimidated to pick the series up is because some of the premise sounds quite similar to the story that I am currently writing. I am hearing, like, literally everywhere I go, when I talk about the fact that I really love books and romantasy books, everybody asks me, have you read the Shepherd King series? Or, like, do you recommend the Shepherd King series? And I have to say to every single person, I am not reading the Shepherd King series. I'm specifically staying away from the series because honestly, the last thing I want for me is to be accused of copying the Shepherd King series. I am currently writing a Sleeping Beauty reimagining, and there are even some Sleeping Beauty references, some like Dream Realm nightmare references that I myself am incorporating into my story, not directly from the series because I promise, right? I promise I have not read this series, nor was I looking at the synopsis when I came up with my concept. But going back and revisiting the concept, I'm like, wait a second, this sounds too similar. Not 100% similar. I mean, mine is definitely more high fantasy, I believe. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. But like, even the dedication to my first book, I find out that they wrote their dedication, and seeing that my dedication and their dedication looks quite similar, I'm like, no. So the last thing I want is to be accused of copying. I'm saying it right here. I know that there are gonna be a bunch of people that are like, I don't care. But like, I know there are readers out there who are very serious about plagiarism, right? So I have to make myself clear. I am purposefully actually staying away from this series until I have finished a significant portion of my Sleeping Beauty reimagining, specifically as I'm rewriting Project Haunted, which is the first book in the series, because the first book is definitely more so in the dream realm. The second two books are more in the waking world and like the ramifications of like being asleep for so long and then waking up, you know, like it's metaphorical as well. I mean, yes, I have to understand that at the end of the day, Sleeping Beauty is a very universal story. It's a very universally loved story. It's not like people are specifically trying to copy one another, but when it comes to The Shepherd King, being that it is a very popular series, I am purposely staying away from it at this time because I do not want to subconsciously copy from it. Nor do I want those accusations, but will I purchase special editions of the series? Of course! I mean, it's so pretty, and it's my aesthetic. I mean, I know I'm gonna love the series. I know I'm gonna absolutely adore the series. I mean, considering that I'm currently writing a book series that I'm afraid is quite similar in concept. That's how you know that I'm definitely gonna love the series, because I'm loving the concept that I'm working on at the moment, you know? But from what I know, there are distinguishable factors. Anyway, let's move right along. And moving right along to the last of the duplicates in this haul, I have Hellfire and Honey by the Bookish Box. I did receive the first book in my Bookish Box subscription, and I just so happened to purchase Honey not too far afterward. I love these designs, but I also love the reverse dust jackets. Now, this was actually the first out of the 2 copies of Hellfire that I collected. I was so excited that this book was finally showing up in a subscription service, because I've actually wanted to read this book for years. I've had it on my wish list for years, and a special edition subscription service finally decided to do it. I really love this gold. Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. And then this reverse dust jacket. I am always tempted to flip it over to this reverse dust jacket, but I mean, we're gonna see with the other set. I keep it on the discreet side. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily like the most discreet side, it's more just the text heavy side compared to the character art side, but I've decided to keep it on the character art side for this one because I do like the character art. And then here we've got a quote on the back that says, "Don't believe the truths told to you by the light. The brightness you're used to casts the most vicious of shadows." And the second book in the series, Honey, is chunky. I don't know if this is a duet or if it's going to continue. What I do just so happen to know is that it took a while for Honey to publish after Hellfire, so there could very well be a 3rd book in the works. Look at that illustration, the foiling on this special edition dust jacket is absolutely remarkable. And then we have some more end-page art. I forgot to check and see if there was some other end-page art on the other side. Oh my goodness, there is! Look at them together. Oh my goodness, I'm loving a good spicy scene between them two. And then here, this naked hardback is full-on foiled in red and gold. Oh my goodness, that is so luscious. I love this. And then here we've got the reverse dust jacket for Honey, and I'm really loving it, honestly. Like the honeycomb aesthetic and everything. Every single time I look at Hellfire and Honey, like the original covers, and then I look at the special editions, I don't know why, but I feel like my mouth waters. And that could very well be the fruit and honey that's on display. Then here we've got a quote on the back. It might be a bit tough to read through my dyslexia, but we're gonna try. "The dark little urges that sit just below your skin, the creature you might become if you stopped stifling her, is something you'll never outrun." Okay, that is, it's a very delicious quote. I do have to say, very delicious quote. I was unsure as to whether I wanted to continue to collect this series, only because between the first book and the pre-order for the second book, it was announced that another book subscription service that I am subscribed to was also doing this set. So I was unsure as to whether or not I wanted to continue on with my Bookish Box exclusive edition set, only because I saw the Arcane Society exclusive edition set, like the teasers for it, and I thought, oh my goodness, that is so pretty. I'm unsure if the Bookish Box can beat it, but I am happy to say that I really do love the Bookish Box exclusive edition set. This is the back end page art for Hellfire that I missed. This is so pretty. I actually now cannot decide between sets because, yeah, looking at this one again, I think this is the first time I've actually brought this set up on camera, because I did unbox this book separately, I unboxed that book separately, and then I have not brought it up in a best special editions video. So that's the first time I'm bringing up that set on camera. That all being said, I did just so happen to renew for my Arcane Society the month that these 2 books were in the box. So here we have Hellfire and we have Honey. Now these edges, I do have to say, like, I like those edges, the ones on the Bookish Box set, but the edges on this one, I have to say, are better. In terms of discreet cover, it's like really difficult because I really did like the discreet covers on the reverse side of the Bookish Box exclusive edition set. However, I love the colors on this one better. It's just so different. Like, we've got purples here. I think I'm covering a little blood orange there at the bottom. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Like, look at the foiling as well. Look how it pops. I love these. I love these covers so much. And I mean that honestly, honestly had to display them on the discreet side because they're just so beautiful and they go very well with these edges. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one down so I can show you the fullness of the glory that is the Hellfire Arcane Society exclusive edition. I love the art featured on the end pages of these editions as well. I love the naked hardback. This naked hardback is so pretty. Like, I love that full-on foiled naked hardback design that we got in the Bookish Box. But I mean, there's also something about this one that I could not resist. I could not say no to both these sets. I mean, of course, I literally couldn't say no to Hellfire coming into a combo box if I wanted to keep the other book that was also coming in that combo box as well for the Bookish Box special edition. But yeah, overall, I could not resist getting a second set, especially with the Arcane Society designs, because what in the world, this is so beautiful. And then here we have a beautiful reverse dust jacket as well with this gorgeous design, some gorgeous character art, and we should also have some more character art on the reverse side. Not reverse side, I just showed you the reverse side. The other page art side as well, and that is so pretty. And now it's time to show off the Arcane Honey. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Got some muffs over there. It very much suits the aesthetic of another book series that I am going to be bringing up in this haul as well. We got some gorgeous end page art of these two characters. I gotta show you that gorgeous naked hardback as well. Look at how cozy this looks. It looks so cozy. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, one of my favorite naked hardbacks ever. And then we got some reverse dust jacket art that features the main male character of the series. And then on the other side, we should have some more end page art with them too. Just being all cozy with each other. I'm not gonna lie, this art piece definitely makes me feel a lot because I hope she's okay. It looks like she's either bleeding or, yeah, I think she's bleeding there. I thought that maybe, okay, she just has a lot of blood orange juice on her. That's such a coping mechanism, oh my goodness. You know what I've realized? The last few books that I have to mention in this book haul today, all are either from the Bookish Box / Darkly or the Arcane Society / Mystic. So I reckon that those two sets were the perfect segue. The last Bookish Box / Darkly set I have to bring up in this haul today is the gorgeous Camber Creek 5-book set that they did, and it is so pretty! I've showed this off in a few videos, and this just so happened to be the final special edition set I unboxed in 2020. And honestly, I'm so grateful that I did because what a way to end the year. Here we got these magnetic openings at the front of the set, and you guys can see the spines there. They're so pretty. And now I'm gonna carefully take them out because the last time I took them out, I accidentally held it like this, but I did not have a hand holding the books to catch them. There we go. The cool thing about this box, let's see if I can try to do it while I have the stack on me, is that inside we've got some holographic foiling with this gate here for Camber Creek. It is so pretty. They even decorated the interior. Like, I can't deal. They put so much effort into the set. Here we've got the gorgeous Camber Creek books. They are foiled, they are floral, they are lovely, and I love all these floral edges together. Wow, that is so pretty. I'm actually tempted to take these books out of the box so I can display them separately and then display the box separately as well, because I feel like this set needs to be displayed in multiple ways. Alright, so I am going to put some of these books down so I can show them off individually. And all the quotes on the back of these books just so happen to be really saucy, and they also seem to be in cursive. Sometimes I find them hilarious and difficult to read out loud for those two reasons. So I'm going to be withholding from that, but I'm going to show you guys the rest of the features. Here we have the Morning Glory Milking Farm. This is very much a discreet cover compared to the original cover. The original cover was quite interesting, let me say that. I almost let the original cover put me off completely from reading this book, but the book ended up slapping so hard. I love the Morning Glory Milking Farm. Here we have some art of these two characters. We got some more gorgeous art of them on the back end page as well. This book is so light as well, oh my goodness. I also just love the florals here that we got going on, the Morning Glories. Yeah, they're so pretty. The second book in the series is Sweet Berries. I really loved this book, and I also very much love this cover. I love this design. Maybe I should just show off the spread so you guys can see that. And then we've also got some gorgeous edges there. We should also have some very pretty end page art with these two as well. Grace and the Mothman, and then we've also got Grace and the Mothman on the back here as well. These are the only two books I've read of the series so far. I cannot wait to read the rest of the series. I'm so happy that I own the rest of the series. The next book in the series is the Moon-Blooded Breeding Clinic. I've heard great things about this one, and I love this cover so much. I love the green, I love the rose gold, I love the white flowers. They're so pretty, so gorgeous. And then we should have some Very fun in page art there, very steamy, very hot. And then here on the back, we've got something that's a little bit more wholesome, a little bit more toned down. The fourth book in the series is Two for Tea, Welcome to Xanthi, and I love this cover, but I also love the aesthetics of this book because, I mean, everything about this very much screams to me. It screams to my inner goth girl, or really my outer goth girl, like I'm wearing all black. I should have put lipstick on for this video, I'm not gonna lie. And this for me is a dream, right? Like, you're just having a good, nice little tea party, and then here you go, this shadow figure serving you tea. Like, that, for me, that's my dream. And then last but certainly not least, we've got He Loves Me Not. I very much appreciate this cover, like I love it. It's gotta be one of my favorite covers in this series. I just love the flowers, I love the blue foiling, it's just so pretty. I'm gonna show you guys that full spread because it needs to be seen. And so do those edges, like those edges have gotta be my favorite in the series. I just love the color combination. And then here we've got some more gorgeous flowers on the end page art over here. And then we should have another beautiful end page art piece here as well. Look at them. They are gorgeous together. And you might have thought we were done with the cozy flower aesthetic, but we're not. We have the first two books in this series right here, the Infatuated Fay series done by the Arcane Society. I could not resist this series. It was a very similar situation to the Bookish Box, yes. I jumped ahead in my sentence there. What I was meaning to say was it was a very similar situation to Hellfire being in one of my monthly Bookish Box subscription boxes. The Bookish Box did the first book, How Does It Feel, in their book subscription service. However, this was not a monthly subscription book pick. This was a one-off special box from the Arcane Society. I kind of wish that it was a subscription book pick. It was also a subscription book pick from Bookish and Spice, and guess who renewed for that? I had to, okay? I mean, did you see how it looked? There are so many beautiful editions of this book. They're so irresistible. Everyone is doing special editions of this series at the same time, and I think it's probably because the series is complete. It's probably the best time for special edition book services to do this series. Totally forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, am I continuing on with my Bookish Box set? Yeah, I am. Am I going to be collecting the Bookish and Spice set when it comes out? Yeah, I am, because it's Bookish and Spice. And then am I also going to complete this set? Of course I am, because have you seen these covers? If you have not, I need to show you guys how beautiful this looks. The series aesthetic is so beautiful. It's like the series was made to have special editions for it. Like, seriously. Here we've got a gorgeous end page art piece. Before we get to the naked hardback, I'm going to show you guys the beautiful foiled reverse dust jacket. For those who are wanting the dark character art piece over the cozy aesthetic that we got going on here, the florals, the moth, everything. Oh my goodness. It was really difficult, but ultimately I had to trust my gut here. And then here we have this stunning spread. As soon as I saw that naked hardback design, when you do this, I immediately fell in love. I knew that this series had to come home with me. Look, with the Bookish Box and Bookish and Spice, both of them were subscription book picks that I would have to skip. Well, I mean, technically the Bookish Box had more stakes because if I skipped the box, I would also be skipping the other book in there because I do get the combo box. I would have had to not be interested in both books in that combo box in order for me to skip, right? Then when it comes to my Bookish and Spice subscription, you only get 3 skips per year. And I was like, well, you know, I could actually renew for this one, right? This here was a special box. It was not part of any subscription. And I still got it. Oh boy, yeah, I'm trying my best. Not my best, but you know what? I'm making a very conscious effort to try not to buy duplicates these days. But you know what? I seemed to have fallen short with that. I also forgot that here we've got some gorgeous character art in addition to the end pages as well. No character art there, but it's an extension of this, you know? And the second book in the series, the last book in the set for now, but I'm so looking forward to receive the second part of the set. Here we've got What Did You Do? And this cover is gorgeous. It's so pretty. There isn't really much on the back, but we still have a little something over here. We've got some gorgeous edges as well over there. I'm loving those butterflies. And then I need to show you guys the gorgeous end page art that we got going on here. There's dark, and then on here we got a little teaser, and it's It's the king. I think he's a king. He's either a prince or a king. I'm trying to remember. But he's just like sneakily sitting beside his throne in the middle of the night. It's so cute. And then here, I'm gonna actually show you guys the other end page while we're on that subject. So here we got some scenery. And then I'm gonna show you the reverse dust jacket for this series. In case you just so happen to be curious about the character art. It is so pretty. I love that foiling. Absolutely stunning. Now I must show you that spread because it is a delight. Like, it is seriously such a delight. I mean, if you guys cannot see why I needed this set, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's just so pretty. I've definitely become more disciplined with the book sets that I say yes to since getting this set. But yeah, this is a reminder that, you know, I kind of lost the plot with this one. I couldn't deny it. And last but certainly not least, this set right over here, I did not make bad choices with. I feel like I got this one for a bargain. I had a book subscription pick. I'm trying to remember. Yes, it was Fairyloot Alchemized. And I actually initially put all of my Hermione's up for trade in order to get this set because I was so desperate to get the beautiful Carrie Lake set. I actually totally forgot that Alchemized was even an option for that. I initially had said, oh, like, here's my Rose and Chains. Here is my Limicrate special edition of, was it like the Flirting with Your Enemy one? I'm trying to remember what that one was. But anyway, that's beside the point. I put an up for trade post up on Facebook and I didn't even think to put Fairyloot Alchemized. And a bunch of comments came in being like, are you planning to trade Fairyloot Alchemized? And I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, yeah, I could trade this. So then I had commented back, I'm like, yeah, like if you have this set, or if you are planning to renew for the set in order to give it to me, I will happily give that book to you and I can take this set. When it comes to Fairyloots, right? Fairyloots, at least in Australia, I've had a few comments every once in a while being like, why Fairyloots are so expensive in Australia? Why are they so expensive? Like, they only cost like 20 pounds for me. Like, shipping. So yes, we got the 20 pounds, but you also got the shipping as well. I mean, that might not be the exact calculation, but regardless, with the shipping cost, a monthly Fairyloot for me, or at least a monthly adult Fairyloot, usually converts to around 80 to 85 Australian dollars. Now with the Arcane Society, also them having shipping as a factor, and them having 2 books, this would usually cost 150 at checkout. So the fact that I was able to swap one Fairyloot book, or give one Fairyloot book that is, yes, of high value, like these days, for Australian dollars, it's selling for like 200 Australian dollars at this point. But the fact that I was able to swap that for cost to get this set, for me, that is a victory. It is a massive victory. I'm just so blessed to have received the gorgeous Mystic exclusive edition set. And I know some of you guys might be wondering, wait, but gee, if you really wanted this set so badly, why didn't you subscribe to Mystic? Now, first and foremost, Mystic, I believe the waitlist is around a year long, from what I know. Secondly, when it comes to Mystic, they do not have unlimited skips. So every single time I think about jumping on the waitlist for Mystic, I consistently have to remind myself that if I want to be subscribed to Mystic, I have to renew every second renewal. And what if I don't like the design, nor do I want to actually get those books every second renewal? If I want to jump onto a book subscription, I very much do need to take skips into consideration. So that is why I have not subscribed to Mystic. And yes, every once in a while, I do want a Mystic subscription book pick, really do. In this case, I was able to get it at the right time when that book, the Fairyloot Alchemized, was coming out. And I'm honestly so grateful because if you guys don't happen to know, Carrie Lake just so happens to be one of my favorite authors. The Nightshade duet just so happens to be one of my favorite series ever. It's one of those series that really inspired me to write my own story personally. I just really love gothic romance as well. This is so pretty. I did not know that these books actually fell under the solely gothic romance category. I thought that they were going to be paranormal or fantastical, but it turns out they just so happen to fit the Mystic umbrella, so that is why Bookish Box did this set. And I love this reverse dust jacket. All the features on the set are so pretty. Do I have any other features on Master of Salt and Bones? Yes, we should have this gorgeous end-page art piece here. Oh, it's so pretty. And I mean, as you could see, with the Arcane Society books, because Mystic and Arcane Society, they are parent companies, they're attached to each other. They're ran by the same people. Their books, for the most part, just so happen to match in height. So if the Arcane Society, I mean, I'm manifesting it, if the Arcane Society do the Nightshade duet, or if they do the Anathema series, and if the publisher does not give them any restrictions on the size whatsoever, because I heard that that was a thing with the Bridge Kingdom and then working with Penguin there, if the publisher does not do that, then they will match in height, and I will be so pleased. I actually do have a set of these two books, but I have them from Fay Crate, and I know that my Fay Crate hardbacks will not match with any of the Arcane Society hardbacks that I have, nor do they match the height of my beautiful Nightshade duet from Darkly. I do have a set from Darkly. I love the set so much. It's one of my favorite sets ever in my collection. It's one of my favorite book series ever, so of course I needed to get that set too. But anyway, back to this set right here. We've got Nocticadia. This just so happens to be my favorite cover out of the two, and I think it's because we've got like a grand focal point here with the raven. I love that raven. I love how it's just like staring at me. Staring into my soul. We've got some patterns up here, we've got some books and a skull there, and then we've got gorgeous page printing over there. I gotta show you guys the spread as well because it's just pretty. It's so purple. We've got the masks with the plague masks. And in here we've got some gorgeous end page art on one side. I'm gonna show you guys the other side as well so you guys can see. This book just so happens to be signed by the author as well, and I'm very pleased with that. Oh, I love how my nails just like go with the aesthetic as well. Let me show you this reverse dust jacket with these characters. For those who are wanting to flip it over, I'm tempted to flip it over because I really do like that very beautiful art piece. And now I need to show you guys the signature because I have to show you guys that signature because I have it. And then we got some more gorgeous foiling over here. I love that design. That very much reminds me of the books that I just showed you. Actually, you know what? Moths and butterflies and stuff, they seem to be a theme for the last few books that I've showed. So this is gorgeous, and then we've got some more people in plague masks on the side as well. Yeah, overall, I am very, very, very pleased with this gorgeous special edition, with this set. I think that the trade was absolutely worth it. Yeah, I made a poor money move the last set I was talking about, but here, this was big money moves. This one saved me a good buck from having to purchase it at a very high resale price. Thank goodness for trades. I couldn't be happier. So I guess it's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers. If you happen to stay to the end of the video, leave me the book stack emoji because we do that here for book hauls. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Join the amazing community of book lovers. And I also have social medias. I'm at author Gianna Jones on TikTok and Instagram if you want to follow me there for some more bookish content. I also have a second channel where I talk about writing and content creation if you want to check that out at Gianna Jones Writes. And finally, if you would like to continue to support me on my writing and publishing journey, down in the description below or via QR code on screen are links to where you can donate to my author fund via GoFundMe. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.
Started out with half and I flipped it into double. Started out with half and I flipped it into double.